You're not gonna tempt me.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Right Reality Podcast. My name is Steven.
And my name is Mixie. We are here to recap episode 9 of Temptation Island, Mile Under Club.
We got one episode left, Mix. One episode left. We're almost at the end of this, I don't want to say charade, but getting a little close to it.
I hate when I'm right. And I was right. This was the worst episode of the season. Hooray.
See, hold on a second here. I think I heard you say something, I hate when I'm right. And we all know that's not true.
Well, I hate when I'm right about things I don't want to be right about, but I'm right all the time.
Got it.
So, I know that it's right. You get what I'm saying? It was upsetting. This episode could have been 15 minutes, and I wish that it was.
Mixie, if the show was 15 minutes, we would have lost so much of the bird in the background during the dates.
Oh, you mean the SAG actor that needs to make sure that they're getting their residual checks? Because, my goodness, does that bird deserve a lot of money for the songs that they were performing?
So either that one bird is at multiple locations, or they were at one location and trying to tell us they were at different locations.
Yep.
Hawaii people, anybody listening who is a Hawaii resident, let us know if that is a typical late night bird noise, because if so, I don't want to be in Hawaii at night. That would have been awful.
Yeah, it was kind of giving howler monkey from Costa Rica a little bit. It was screaming. I'm sure Vanessa enjoyed it. It was sweet sounds of what Vanessa hears from herself all the time.
I wanted an episode where I did not have to talk about Gone Girl being insane, but
here we are again.
Come on. I mean, what did I think I was going to get out of her? So, yes, this was not a great episode.
We'll make it great. We always do.
Yeah, we're going to make chicken salad out of it.
What?
You've never heard that term? We're going to just make chicken salad out of it?
What are we making chicken salad out of? Is there chicken in the episode?
Hold on. Am I the only one who's aware of this term?
That is not a saying. You make like lemonade out of lemons.
No, but that's something good.
Well,
chicken salad is like you just go, hey, we got scraps left over, so we're going to make chicken salad out of it. We got some things that aren't great. We're going to like blend them together to make something good.
Well, then like make a smoothie out of it.
But we don't that's not the term.
But do you have chicken?
Let's move on. Please, hotties. I can't be the only one who's heard of this.
That's a saying that you've heard.
Yes, multiple times. I have.
Where? In Florida? This seems like a Florida thing.
No.
This sounds like Florida had its hand in it.
Salad out of it.
Like, don't make a mountain out of a molehill, I've heard.
It's just different. Okay, I Googled it, and I'm just getting chicken salad recipes. So please, someone tell me I'm not crazy. This is not just a Florida thing, okay?
It's a Florida thing. Anyways, what a shit episode.
I don't want it to be a Florida thing. There are too many things that are Florida things that I don't want. This actually is probably a better Florida thing than the other things that are happening in Florida right now. So maybe we'll have to fucking take that in this point. But we'll make chicken salad out of it, okay?
I disagree. I think this is pretty bad. I could think of like make a chicken sandwich out of it, make a Thanksgiving dinner out of it. Why chicken salad? Chicken salad's gross.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the point where you just take scraps of things and you put it together and you make something halfway decent out of it. That's what we're doing. Chicken salad's not great. I don't like chicken salad.
Isn't there raisins in chicken salad?
Okay, coming up on this week's episode, Steve doesn't go crazy, and he moves on from things before he gets too frustrated 6 minutes into the podcast.
And Mixie can't let things go. Woohoo!
We rank the dates from, we don't have to say worst to best, but I think we all know what the best one was. And if I was the other people, I'd be very upset after seeing Hall's date. So we rank the dates. We have an encore from our F-boy with the cross earring. He put on a hell of a show a few weeks ago, and he was like, you know what? I left some tracks out. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to play more banger F-Boy tracks that everybody loves to hear.
He
we
did.
got those coming up. And Mixie, I have not told you this yet. We blow the roof off a conspiracy that they have been trying to hide from us all season, and it is conspiracy no more.
Oh my goodness. Did I miss something? I probably did. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I fast forwarded through every time that Great and Trace 2.0 were on the screen. Did not watch that. Sometimes there were conversations that I was like, nothing is going to happen here, and I fast forward. So I will be leaning on Steven because I physically could not watch 45 minutes of forced dates. It was awful.
So you watched like 10 minutes of the show?
Yeah, probably like 15, 20. I have lots of fun notes on those.
Okay, that's great. All right, let's start with the ladies coming back from the bonfire.
Yes.
Tajik has decided he does not want to talk to Paris after bonfires. He goes, I'm just going to let her be because sometimes she's on one and I'm going to go away. Now, here's the thing. I want to ask you, what story are you buying, Mixie? Are you buying the story about Tajik not wanting to talk to Paris to give her some space? Mm-hmm. Or that he just doesn't care about her?
Interesting take. I do think that he is scared of her when she's mad. And I think that he has already witnessed her snap at people. For example, Sebi walked into the kitchen. She goes, fuck you, for no reason. Which I would just like to state, iconic again. Croissant is an absolute reality TV icon. I love her so much. But I think that he knows that she is kind of like easily triggered when she's angry after watching Great fuck the same person over and over again. So I think that he is more just trying to be strategic and not get yelled at himself by not speaking to her. I do think he likes her. I do. I mean, she's fucking stunning. It's got to be difficult to not like have some sort of feelings for her. She's so damn hot. Like,
she is very attractive. How could
holy
you
shit.
not want that? But again, we go back to the fact that this is King F-Boy, and
I have a theory.
I just think this is day to day. You know, I understand. Like, you're right. Sebi just like was trying to get a piece of toast or something like that. He was just berated for existing.
It's kind of sick.
And he's like, "What? I didn't do." And he goes, "This is why nobody wants to talk to you. Like, this is crazy." And then poor Caitlyn is trying to like talk her down. And he's like, "Babe, it's gonna be okay." No, it's not gonna be okay. It's not. It's just like, it's gonna be fine. Okay.
The girl that got dumped for having an 8-year relationship that no feelings were involved in whatsoever, apparently, is telling the girl that's been dating, and I'm putting it in quotes for the people not watching, dating this guy for 2 years, that it's going to be fine.
I just also want to mention another thing that it was not specifically mentioned on this episode, but I thought about it a lot. Our girl Oates, in every episode leading up to last week, was a wreck. An absolute wreck about, I don't know what's going on with Hall. I don't know if he's going to come back. Like, I don't know. Just worried constantly, right? At the beginning of last week's episode, she was broken up with, was told, no real emotional connection since I ever met you. I didn't see any love in your eyes when I proposed. All these things. And she looks like she's fine the last 2 episodes.
She has been chilling.
I just feel like it would be the opposite way around. Like, now you'd be like, so much life have I wasted. I can't believe this has happened. I need to just sit in a dark room and hold a teddy bear and just nobody talk to me forever. And yet it seems completely the other way around. She's like, no worries, Hakuna Matata. Gonna go on a date in a cave, Hakuna Matata. Look at this F-boy's abs. Yeah.
I think that it hasn't, and I think she said this on her dinner date as well, I think it hasn't fully sunken in that this is like real life. I think that she's kind of like on this vacation dreamland, and I think she will be in a corner crying, holding a teddy bear in like, what, 3-4 days from where we're at right now. Once she gets home and isn't looking at chiseled gods' bodies with dangly cross earrings. So I think that she's just kind of like pushing away the upset. But I also do think that like after that first breakup, it seems like she kind of really went through it and was sort of expecting it the whole time. So I think that she was a little bit more prepared for this breakup and not so devastated by it. I also think a little part of her is like relieved that she doesn't have to keep trying to fix this relationship and she gets to start over.
I think it's all of those things you said and more. I mean, how many times have we talked about vacation love on this podcast? Just like the number of things that you just pretend don't exist when you're on vacation and you find love. Just like, and then we get to the end and you're like, wait, you live in Los Angeles and I live in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, how would that, oh, what are we going to do about that? And they're like, what do you mean, what are we going to do about that? I'm not moving for you, okay?
Yeah.
I've known you for 2 weeks.
Yeah. You know, we aren't soulmates.
Yeah. I think that's the reason Love is Blind works, is because they're pulling people from all the same area, you know? There's like, oh, well, I don't have to move too far. Like, I'm just switching apartments, maybe. So,
yeah. And most of the people in Bachelor Nation are in LA or are moving to LA after they leave the show to become influencers and push detox teas. So, yeah, I think that's kind of why those work out too.
Don't you dare forget about gummy vitamins, Mixie. How dare you
Sugar
forget
bear
about
hair.
gummy vitamins and, like, cut rate clothing companies? How dare you? How dare you? They're giving money to these influencers as well.
I know. I wasn't thinking straight, and that's on me. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a step back, and I'm going to learn and grow from this situation.
Whoa.
Yeah, just to make sure about it. I'm happy for Oates. She seems happier. I think Paris is Paris and Great. This is my actual theory, and everybody take it as a grain of salt. I stand by Paris and Great were never in a relationship to begin with getting into this show. They may have dated a year or two ago for a few months and broke up, got this opportunity, said, fuck it, let's pretend. And I think Paris doesn't know where she's supposed to be acting. Like, is she supposed to be acting like she wants to get back together with Great? Like, they clearly had a plan. Some things kind of changed, and she hasn't been able to talk to Great. So she doesn't know how to act. So she comes in angry, but then she doesn't care. But then she's making out with Tajik. But then the red light comes on at one point, and she's like fucking having an aneurysm. Like, I think she's just trying to cover all of her bases. So whatever she walks into on Final Bonfire with Great, she could be like, yeah, just use those clips that I said that stuff and not the other ones.
Yeah. I mean, it all goes back to what we said the very first episode. She forgot she was acting because she had a couple drinks and was like, yeah, it'd suck his dick if the cameras weren't there because, you know, we're supposed to be in a relationship. Oh, fuck. I should have said that out loud. Oh, damn it.
Well, she said some stuff in the submarine, too, and I was like, Croissant.
Croissant. We're seeing through the act, Croissant.
Croissant. I love her still. I love her so damn much.
Come on. We knew it. It just doesn't make any sense. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you'd be like, oh, yeah, no cameras. Suck his dick. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
I want to go over to the guys' villa. It was interesting that the girls' villa was kind of like imploding, and the guys' villa, they're all like, all right, shots, see you guys later. You're out. We love you so much, but see you never. 2 points on this. One, Michaela referred to Doorway as her, quote, kind of boyfriend.
Yeah, that was the correct quote you just used. How does that make it? Looks like it makes you feel a certain way there, Mix. Expound upon that for the people not watching this on YouTube.
There's things that you think that you shouldn't say. Exhibit A. That.
Okay.
Terrible look for Michaela. Again, this guy just ended an 8-year relationship that was an engagement as well. Mm-hmm. And you're acting like you're dating this dude. I mean, Trace 2.0 is doing the same shit, and you do not want to be categorized with her. So that should be enough of a statement in that. It just made me, I didn't like it. I get she's excited. She's been waiting what, 5 days for him to break up with her since they met each other. But like, don't say things out loud like that, especially on a TV show in an ITM.
Yeah, you had an opportunity. It's not like they just like caught you existing. You went into a room, closed the door, and they're like, "How are you feeling?" And then you spoke words into a camera like I'm doing right now. And then you're like, I shouldn't have said that. But, you know, I mean, this is what we want this show to be, right? We want this to happen. This brings the level of craziness up. But
yes.
You're right. We're like kind of seeing her differently as Trace 2.0, because Trace 2.0 was like, I'm taking him from her, and I will just absolutely murder anybody who comes in my way.
Which, did you see the glare she gave Tammy when Tammy said goodbye? They great. That shit, again, rewind, play. Rewind, play.
Can I just put something out into the ether that I dreamed to come true? Do you remember what happened last year with Seashells at the reunion? What happened that came out at the reunion about Seashells?
Well, he hooked up with other people from the house after they left the house, like at a later date, which Great is 100% going to do that. If that's what you're getting at, he's 100% going to hit Tammy up and bang her a few times. I can't wait for this reunion. I'm ready to blow past everything else.
Oh yeah, this reunion, like I don't think I've wanted to see a reunion more than I've wanted to see this reunion, because usually they're pretty horrific, but in this case, I think we have a good one in our hands. Now, I will say for the record, Great has been in Los Angeles recently. I think he lives here now.
I saw
Mixie, can you tell me where Tammy lives?
Is it LA?
It's Los Angeles, California.
If he's with Tammy after all of this, I'm going to be so excited. Oh my gosh.
Because Trace lives in Florida.
Well, I mean, I was sleuthing on Instagram, and our dude Great has still been liking all of Trace 2.0's posts. But that doesn't mean anything on how she feels about him. He's been doing
a whole act this whole time about being with our girl Paris, but you know. Mixie, I wanted to ask you this question. At one point, our girl Des, who's with Rob Roberto, gets picked up by Rob Roberto, and he is holding her under her booty.
Yes.
And as the ass expert of this podcast, I need to ask you a very important question. Does Des have a dump truck, or was this just a result of the hand placement under her booty?
I think that it's both. So I believe that I wouldn't say that she has a dump truck per se. I would refer to Gone Girl's ass as a dump truck. I would say that she has like a Tonka truck, or like what are those like little like toys trucks that kids play with?
Tonka trucks, yeah.
Oh, that is what it is. That's what she has. So she has like a child-sized dump truck. And I believe that the arms were just assisting in that ass play. Now, she was too covered for my liking in that scene.
I thought that, and that's why I asked this question here, because I knew it would not qualify for Ass of the Week.
It is not in contention for Ass of the Week.
Also, shout out to Oates, who did ask us when she posted a photo yesterday on her Instagram saying, right reality, or is this the Ass of the Week? Sure as shit it was, Oates.
Nailed it right on the head. She knows what she's doing. She knows what's up.
She knows what's up. She loves it. They all love the right reality.
I don't know how you can't.
They're not listening to those other horrible podcasts about it. You know?
You aren't allowed to badmouth other podcasts, Steven.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I can't do that. I should really learn and grow. Spoiler alert, coming up later, retaliation from our favorite non-TMB 2226er with an absolute paragraph written to the right reality.
The saga continues.
Stay tuned for that.
Okay, I want to go back to the girls' villa where they ask the guys on their dates and say goodbye to, I don't know what that other guy's name is in Mike. Who is that blonde man?
It's another Christian. There's two Christians.
Impressive, Steven. Honestly, gold medal for you for knowing that.
Thank you.
I don't think I laughed harder than when Gone Girl asked Bryce to be her date. And he goes, yeah. You know I got you.
Hell of the edit by the editing team, because they cut on the action. There was a lot more words in the middle of that, but they cut that on action. And I went back a couple times trying to like pinpoint arm placement and stuff like that. They did a really good job of masking that, but she said a lot more stuff in between that.
Oh yeah, and he was just like, I got you. Yeah, not like I would love to, or like let's go on a date. He's like, I know you need somebody to go with you, so I will do that.
I will do that because I'm getting an extra paycheck from this motherfucker. All right, Mixie, are you ready? Are you ready for something? I have to queue something up in my text messages to you in order to blow the roof off this whole conspiracy mix. And you're not ready for it. So, Mixie, as I set this up, I would like to ask you, how many women left the men's villa?
3.
Correct. How many men left the women's villa?
2.
Oh, it seems strange that there would be more women than men, right?
Well, yeah, I thought that, but I didn't. You know, I don't do math, so I moved past it.
Mixie, I would like you to now take a look at your telephone, to which I sent you a text message. Ladies and gentlemen, as a former investigative journalist here on The Right Reality, your boy Steven smelled something in the water.
Green shirt, green shirt, green shirt.
Who's the guy in the green shirt, everybody?
What happened to Green Shirt Man, Steven? What happened to Green Shirt Man? What did they do to him? Mark couldn't save him?
That's what I want to know. Where did this poor man disappear to? Where was he disappeared to? At any point in time.
I gotta go back and figure out when he was
there through episode 2, Mixie. He was there through episode 2. And as a matter of fact, he's in one of our thumbnails for this episode from a while back. And we just pretended like we didn't do it. His name is Julian Brady. He's been there, and then he got disappeared off the face of the earth.
Sir.
People on the show who are listening, we know who you are, who listen. Ladies, what happened to Julian?
Do we have bodies in Hawaii? Did Vanessa get to one already?
That's what I'm guessing. Because doesn't he kind of look like another Bryce in a way?
Yeah.
She's dropping bodies, and we're just going to pretend like she didn't Gone Girl somebody. We call it
allegedly.
Julian Brady.
Oh my goodness, Steven.
Julian Brady. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Blink twice if you're okay.
Julian Brady. Now, do I know Julian Brady is okay because I saw him on Instagram? Yes.
Did you DM him?
I have not yet.
You got to DM him right now.
I didn't want to do anything before recording here because I didn't want them to respond and you'd be like, who is this person?
Yeah, I would have been all over that.
So now we will do our investigation.
Okay, I'm excited. We're going to come back with information next episode, guys. Wow. Steven,
This is what you expect.
Investigative journalist right here.
It's almost like... Stand by.
Oh.
It's almost like your boy won an Emmy for investigative journalism.
Air horns, bitch.
I mean, it's right here in my fucking hand, everyone. It's right there. My name's on it, you motherfuckers.
Look at it. I see it.
Look at it. Look at it.
Wow.
But we should really approve. This is what you come here to the number one for. You come to be entertained, but you come from deep diving, hardcore investigative journalism, New York Times style. Okay?
I love it.
We don't sleep when people think they can just lie to us. You know?
I'm so impressed with that. That's so impressive, Steven. Thank you for digging and figuring that out for us all.
You're quite welcome. That's quite welcome. Mixie, should we rank the dates here? I know you glazed over some of these dates, and as you should. But I would like to go over the dates, and then I would like to ask you which date you would prefer to be on.
Okay.
Out of all of these dates. Okay?
Yeah.
So we had number one choice is going under the sea with Paris. And Tajik thinking you can be in the Mile Below Club, which you're like 20 feet under the water, sir. So that wouldn't be a thing.
I have a question for you. Did you feel like that this date was too soon?
What do you mean?
I mean, the whole time were you not like,
oh, yes.
Ocean Gate,
yeah.
Ocean Gate,
yeah.
Ocean
They
Gate?
didn't really have an option.
People are
though,
going to
but
just collapse on each other.
I mean, I thought about it. If we're being honest here, I thought about it.
I was like praying that I could see the side from like, I was hoping that they dove somebody into scuba gear so I could see the side and it was just going to say Ocean Gate on the side of the submarine.
I was like, can you show me the captain? Is he using a Nintendo 64 controller?
Yeah, Tajik's just sitting in there with his Xbox controller like...
Hey, is that a Nintendo Switch? Can we play Mario Kart in here? Let's do that real quick, my guy. Is there like a hole in the bottom I just shit into? Can we do that? So we have Under the Sea with Paris.
Okay, Ocean Gate with Paris, yeah.
Ocean Gate with Paris. We have snorkeling with Great. How do you feel about snorkeling? Are you pro snorkeling, Mix?
I like to swim. This is going to be so specific. Because I inhale things on land.
Oh.
My body tends to breathe in a certain way that it's used to.
Oh, like big breaths at one time.
You could say that. And like not really like I use my nose to breathe while something else is happening with my mouth. So it's very hard for me to multi-talented. It's very hard for me to retrain my brain to like not breathe through my nose and only, you know what I mean? So it's difficult.
Allegedly, you do that.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the same problem with cigars. I can't smoke cigars because my brain can't like understand.
There's some people right now who are like, yes, bitch. Yes. Me too, bitch.
I cannot. If I were to, I would love to look. I love looking at all the fish in the sea, which that shit was hilarious that Tajik said. But I would prefer to like be in a full scuba gear with a tank and like be able to breathe normally than like this whole like clogged nose, breathe through the mouth, and then you also can't go too low because the stick is only so high, and then it gets in, then you're just sucking in. It doesn't, my brain can't compute it. Got it.
You're like, oh, I'm used to this. Oh, I'm used to this. I do this. Oh, no, I don't. I just took a mouthful of seawater.
Do you like it?
I do enjoy a snorkel, yeah. I enjoyed snorkeling in the pool as a kid, and then the one time I recall doing it on a cruise, we were down in Cancun, and we were doing it, and they decided to do it by like the shore, so there's like waves coming, so as the waves are coming, the water is going up and in to the snorkel.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, my dad, who hadn't been in the water, I think, a day in his life and did not want to do snorkeling, absolutely fine. Me and Mom and the people were fighting for our lives. Pops LaFranc was just on one.
Amazing.
Built
different.
He got back to the shore and he was like, what a great experience. And we're like, I don't know, I got 8 gallons of seawater in my lungs right now, Dad. I'm glad it was enjoyable for you. Your 12-year-old boy here was dying.
So traumatic, you would say.
A little traumatic, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. I want you to also, during this date, I need you to look at your phone again, or for the people here on YouTube, just look at the photo. Fit check from Great. I sent you a photo there, Mix, if you want to give his fit a check. I didn't mind it. I thought it was a little not great style, but I think he did okay with it.
I'm glad he took off that ridiculous diamond necklace. I hate that thing. And I should say diamond.
Okay.
I like this shirt. I fucking hate fedoras. I hate fedoras more than anything. I think I hate fedoras more than dangly earrings. I would have rather him put a cross dangle earring in then wear this fucking fedora. It's also like like a sun fedora, like something like wicker or something that's like more on the sun vibes I'd get. But this is like a fedora that you would wear to like a jazz concert.
Oh, okay. Mixes anti-jazz concerts, apparently. So
I do like jazz, though.
See what I did there? I led you right into it. There it is. Also, now available on Netflix as of August 1.
Nah. Is it off HBO?
Do you not have Netflix anymore now?
I do. I have Netflix. I'm pulling it up right now.
B-Movie, everybody. Back on Netflix, August 1.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Look at that, boys and girls.
Wait, but then is it not on HBO?
Probably
HBO,
not.
guys, if you watch it on HBO, you can see Vanessa and Barry having sex.
Huh?
That's a lie. Okay.
Date number 3, drinking on the beach with the sunset with Rob Roberto.
Okay.
That is date number 3. We are going to blow by the fact that Rob says, quote, I might have to go back with Gone Girl, end quote. Have to. Gone Girl is controlling Rob Roberto. We need to send this man a social worker. Please, Rob Roberto, please do an outcrying for help. Let the right reality know you're okay. Please, Rob Roberto.
Uh-huh.
But we're gonna blow by that, okay? Number 4, which is obviously the worst date, but we're gonna put it in here because we're doing it. Putting her feet in a big bowl of cold water with Gone Girl. I mean, if I'm Bryce and I saw what the other dates were, I'm furious that mine was like, you're just going to put, and she was like, oh, that's so cold.
No, Steven, that's not what she did. What she did when she put her feet in there was a fucking climax. That woman, what the fuck was that? I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you auditioning for your OnlyFans so that people will check it out? Like, what is this? She's like, like, what the fuck was that? Awful. It wasn't like, oh my God, it's cold. It was, like, no.
Awful. I was like, what type of horrible date is this? Now, I understand they all can't be bangers, okay? I understand you had to send out a C camera team to work with Gone Girl because she's probably looked at all the other camera people like, I'll fucking kill you. So they're like, let's send the local team out with her. So if we lose people, we lose the local workers. We saw them getting dinner after this. We didn't see anybody else getting dinner. I'm like, why am I seeing them get dinner? And then she said, oh, because he's like, do you want to kiss? And she goes, no. And then they kiss, or he like makes out with the side of her face.
Well, yeah, she kept being like, it's hotter when you kiss my neck. I'm like, ew. Well, you missed Sebi.
Oh, I still have that.
Oh.
That's date number 4. So we have under the sea, snorkeling, drinking on the beach, watching a sunset, putting your feet in a big bowl of cold water, exploring the caves. We did some cave exploring with Oates, which seems, kind of sexual when you just say it like that.
Okay.
So we have that. We have a sunset boat cruise and swimming with the manta rays with Doorway, which again, for the sake of this conversation, I feel like we should just already know that that's number 1. We rank everything else after that.
I disagree personally. Whoa. I get it generally, but I would be so fucking sick on that boat. So sick on that boat.
It just the motion sickness.
Oh my God. Insanely sick on that boat. So honestly, I would put it lower, but for the sake of this conversation, we can put it up top because I do think, generally speaking, that would be the preferred date. Okay,
yeah. If it was just swimming with manta rays, if they just teleported you and dropped you in the water with the manta rays.
Yes,
okay.
Or I like jet skied myself to the manta rays. Yes.
That sounds enjoyable as well. Love a jet ski.
Same.
And those are the 6 possibilities because I guess Maricela and Respectable Whores dates were so bad that they decided not to show it to us. So, yeah, we only saw Maricela at dinner and going into the room, and a girl been drinking.
Yeah.
she been drinking? Because she looked in zombie mode at that point.
Yeah, I love when you can tell in the eyes. That's my favorite.
It's just like she was like here. Like during her ITMs, it was like, it was a real good day today. Like just everything was slower, you know?
Christian is really hot. And
Christian is like...
Christian.
I just love his physical... nature, physical nature.
It was
like
amazing.
she woke up in the middle of the interview.
Let me think about. Okay, so I would say, again, I love a good drink on the beach while the sun is setting. That's my.
I thought
vibe.
that might be high on your list. Yeah,
it's pretty high on my list. This submarine previous to Ocean Gate, all in. Post Ocean Gate situation,
no chance.
I don't want to die in a box underwater. So I think I'm going to put that lower. I think that the cave date was fine. It's kind of boring. I hate Great. He's at the bottom. I don't care what he's doing.
Even if he wasn't there with snorkeling, you're like, Great did this once. I have the issue with breathing in. I'm not doing this.
I'm not. Yeah, I can't figure out my breath. I'm out on the
I'm out. Worst possible scenario for Mix right there.
Yeah. The whole like water foot thing is just weird. I feel like they did other things and we only saw that.
Sure, but we have to go off that because that was our only option. And yeah, hopefully they did more than that because that would have sucked.
Because she said something about like when you were kissing my neck earlier and like none of that was ever shown to us. So I feel like maybe there was like a massage, like it was supposed to be like a spa thing where they like did a massage and then like a feet cold plunge.
Oh, that makes sense, like a spa day treatment thing.
So if I'm guessing overarchingly, that would be kind of higher on my list. But if I'm just dunking my feet in a bowl of cold water and climaxing, middle.
You can do that at home. I don't need to go to fucking Hawaii for that shit.
Yeah, I can do that at home.
I'm gonna go. Obviously, the manta ray swimming thing would be first. I'd be first of all captivated by the manta ray, but then I'd also be yelling at it, be like, "How dare you take the crocodile hunter from us?"
That's fair. I don't think that was what that was a stingray.
Okay, I should know that.
Chicken salad, you know.
Hey, chicken salad. We're making chicken salad out of this. And then I'm gonna go with drinking on the beach, watching the sunset. That might be pretty nice too. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could get in that submarine situation even pre Ocean Gate. It just seems like a little too confined for me. It would be a cool view that I'd get to see it, but I'd also be like, can somebody like clean this window off? It's like kind of like not clear here. You get some Windex on these windows. Get some Rain-X on there so it's not beating up. So. That's what I'm going with there. Continuing on here on the dates.
Yeah, because that's the whole fucking show.
Yeah, we already talked about the bird who was clearly maybe a paid actor because we all know birds don't exist. They're government spies. And then Chris also said he was going to propose to her, Maricela, after leaving the island. First time we've heard this. Feels like this should have been front-loaded on the show to make us care about this couple more.
Yeah.
Do you believe that? And second, can you imagine for a moment, you go to Temptation Island fully ready to propose to somebody, and then within a week, your girl is in bed with some guy, popped the shirt off, and you haven't broken up? What? That would be crushing. Absolutely crushing. And now I can understand how he was just like...
punching walls.
Send her to the streets. I'm ready to propose to this girl. I've tried everything. Punching walls. Like the looks to camera where it's just like dead in his eyes where he's just like, I'm ready for Gone Girl to be my mentor. Tell me all of her ways.
I can see him wanting to have proposed. I feel like, again, I said this, episode 1 or episode 2? I think that Chris was under the impression that they were going there to find a third.
Here's the thing. I know they both listen. So.
That's my thought.
Guys, if you want to slide and let us confirm that report.
I could see that he was like, okay, we can find a third and then we'll go home and I'll propose to her because everything will be hunky-dory. I don't understand the thought process of being like, hey, let's go on this show where we're separated for 3-4 weeks with a bunch of hot people and are constantly being pushed by production and alcohol to cheat on each other. And then when we go home, I'll propose to you. That thought process doesn't make sense to me at all.
No, because it doesn't look like either of them, based off their accounts, are really trying to be like pushing tummy teas and stuff like that. It seems like they both have
jobs and lives. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if that's what you were trying to do, I get that part. But it doesn't look like either of them are really trying to do that.
That's why I stand with my original thought on it.
They're looking for a third. Again, we know you both listen, so slide away. Let us know. Confirm that report. Just even if you weren't, just like
it was an added bonus. It was in your brain at some point that could possibly come out of this.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I think
at the end of our girl Oates date, she's sitting with Sebi. And Sebi is like, I've heard all the reports about how great my concert, my F-Boy reunion concert was. I busted out all the hits, like, I don't want to get hurt. You're the first person I've ever had feelings for since my ex-girlfriend. All of the F-Boy hits. And he was like, can I come back and just do like an encore, like an intimate performance in a small venue, like 30 minutes, where I just do maybe some B-side F-Boy quotes,
I'll bring my dangle earring. That's what he said.
Yeah. And they're like, why would we not want to have you back in the venue? You did really good sales for us last time. So he gets on stage and he's like, you know what I'm going to lead out with? I'm going to lead out with I would like to meet someone. And people are like, oh my God. God, that's such a deep F-boy pull. I would like to meet someone.
Remix.
Just play it again. Oh God, I remember that was... Oh, man, does that remind me of so many people in my life, that one. I used to listen to that one all the time. And then after that one, he followed it up with I'm open to seeing where this goes. Ah! What a great F-boy line. What a great one. I'm open to seeing where this goes.
It's the pretending to be committed while having no commitment whatsoever.
Yes.
It truly is an art form. I agree.
It's so good. But see, this is just part of it. This is part of it. Like, I can't deliver that line, right? Because it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I think you're too good of a person to deliver that line, but sure.
I mean, thank you for saying that. That's what I was thinking. But also, it just doesn't roll off the tongue so naturally when I say it.
Yeah, because you have morals and ethics. Again, this is not...
I'm going to try it. Here we go. I'm open to seeing where this goes. See, even I believe myself. And that's not what we're trying... Damn it!
The inflections are all off. Like, you're not inflecting right.
I got to be more... Hold on. I got to be more aloof and just...
You should ask ChatGPT how you should do it. Have AI help you.
Okay, hold on a second. I really need to get in the mindset of the F-boy here. Hold on. Just want to bang. Don't want anything serious. Thinking about my next gym workout. Thinking about all the other girls I will bang after this
What
person.
protein are you going to put in your shaker?
All of them.
3 scoops.
I'm open to seeing where this goes. Better? I'm not there, but I'm just a young pupil.
But I still actually think you're open to seeing where it goes. See, that's the problem.
Damn it. All right, let me try. We have one more.
Okay, try it. You deliver it your best fuckboy way.
I feel like... Hold on. I'm going to take the mic.
Oh, I lost you.
Okay, we're back. I have to get like the fuckboy lean going on.
Oh yeah.
They're always
Devin
leaning
right
back.
now.
They're just always leaning back, and they just okay. Hold on, I don't care. I'm open to being in a relationship, I guess. Did I any better?
That was your best one yet. I definitely think that the body language was a huge help. Way to go. Air horns for Steven.
Hey, yay me! Yay me!
You got to try these out.
Oh, I got to do that more often.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, all of my dating issues would be fixed if I just leaned back and give less shits. Apparently, that's very attractive to women. Let me just lay back. Mixie, I know you're engaged, but I mean, listen. I mean, with this lean, sorry, Chase, it's just giving off heat, obviously.
All you need is a dangle earring and you are unstoppable.
Is that my Halloween outfit for this year? Dressing up like an F-boy.
You're going to dress him as a fuckboy. That'd be nice. That would be real nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My favorite part of that whole thing was when she was like kind of laughing at him, and he was like, "What is so funny?" And she's like, "I just don't know if I could take you seriously."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why? Because you think I'm a fuckboy?" And she goes, "Well, yeah. I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah." And he's like, "Why do you think that?" And I'm screaming at my television. Maybe it's the dangle earring. Maybe that's it.
Oh, God.
Which by the way, I checked out his Instagram yesterday. Guess what's not been in his ear for quite some time?
Oh.
A dangle earring.
See.
So he might be dating. At this point, there's a possibility that him and Oates are dating.
No chance.
When you're in a relationship, you take the dangle earring out. That's fuckboy 101. If they still have the dangle earring in, they are cheating on you.
Oh.
Check their phone.
Is that the like
life hack? 5 minute crafts. If she's wearing an
engagement ring, you just go, "Oh, she's taken," and you see the dangle cross thing. You go, "Oh, he's available and he's a fuckboy." Okay, I'm down for a night of fun.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But it has to be a single dangle earring. If he has 2 dangle earrings in, that's a whole other ball game. We're talking 1 dangle earring, 1 stud, or just the dangle earring, nothing in the other ear. They are interchangeable.
Oh, shit. Oh,
I want to talk about Croissant and Tajik.
Okay. I just want to wrap that last thing up because you were talking about the end of that. And he was like, "Oh, for real. And I was like, "Oh, I can obviously trust him now."
Well, he didn't say he was 30, so I can't trust him fully.
That's true. That's why you had to say for real. You had to say it twice. He doesn't say it for real because I'd go, "Oh, that's true. For real." And then when he's 30, you can just say for real because he's past 30 and he said for real. The real basically is your qualifier of being under 30 that you're for real. Yes. Okay. Let's move to Tajik and Croissant.
I want to do this because we crowned Tajik King Fuckboy at the beginning of this season. And I do think that he is a sweeter man. He was geeking the entire time he was with Croissant. This is the most I've seen him like speak to camera and like have any dialogue whatsoever. He pretty much has just been an oiled up body up until this episode. But I thought he was very cute. He was smiling like crazy. He was geeking. And their dinner date was cute. And I was like, Croissant, get you your man. Fuck great. So hard in the dick. I hate him. Go with Tajik. Like, enjoy yourself. Which they did. And did you see them getting ready for bed?
I don't recall.
Oh, Steven. There was a wide shot. They get into the room. And Paris turns around and says, "Shut the blinds." And as he's shutting the blinds, Paris is bent over the bed, waiting for him to shut the blinds. It is obviously this week's...
Let's go, Croissant!
Pass of the week.
Of the week. Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you see it?
I recall now because he said twice, he goes, "Get on the bed. Get on the bed." And I was like, "Oh, I felt that from here."
I was thrilled for her. I was like, "Yes, Croissant. Get dick down, Croissant. Let's go."
I think her ass ending up is because she actually passed out on the bed when she heard that. She was like, "Oh, my Lord." And then just flopped on the bed.
She just fully got into position, and I loved it. She's like, fuck this goddamn shit. She said something in the summary, and she was like, can you imagine if we had sex in here? And I was like, do it. Do it, you won't. Fucking do it.
Do it, you won't.
She didn't.
Which is exactly what production said. You do it, you won't. You won't do that in here. But that's an extra fee we did not pay for.
You tell the staff to sit in the corner with their Xbox controller while you guys do what you want to do, you know?
Just look at all the fishes, and then we'll go the other way. There's like a plane doing that now, apparently, that takes people up. A private plane that does that, yeah.
Because I was on Twitter. I'm sorry, not Twitter. X. I was on X, and I noticed that there was a lot of people a week or two ago were tweeting like, oh, well, Paris was having sex with Tajik and this, that, and the other thing. And she kept tweeting back, I never had sex in the house. I never had sex in the house. I never did that. And she kept saying in the house, not on the show. She said in the house. So I definitely think that they banged in that little side extra house. And I'm happy for her. It's about time.
Well, I am happy for her, too, if that happened. I don't know if it happened. But if it did, I'm very happy for her. I'm very happy for her. The one thing I was not happy for here, Mixie, Transition King.
Oh, God.
Is us having to learn the unfortunate news that Bryce does not wear underwear and how attractive to Vanessa that was. And I was just like, I don't need any of this. I don't care about either of these people. Can we please not see this anymore? I don't need that. I don't need her to know these things and for her to be wildly turned on by all of this and then for her yelling at Rob Roberto every 2 seconds. I don't need this.
Thank you so much for bringing this up.
You're quite welcome.
Is this a common thing for males to not wear underwear?
I don't believe so.
Because I get scared when I ask someone to zip the back of my dress up and some skin will get caught.
Ooh.
The thought of your male bits getting caught in a zipper makes me want to vomit, and I don't even know what that would fully feel like. So the fact that this man just doesn't wear underwear at any point in time, that scares me. You get a little tipsy, you go to the bathroom at the club, it's dark, you're just like, let's get these pants back on, whoop, right up your ball sack. That's gotta suck.
Now, this might be a Hawaiian thing, because, with swim trunks, you don't need to wear underwear because there's the netting in it, if you will.
Yeah.
Now, maybe he's going light, loose pants that don't have a zipper. It's just like a button, right? It's like a button zipper. Or workout shorts that don't have anything. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's going on a date wearing workout shorts. This is a big, bold move from him. I didn't need to know this information. I don't think this is a common thing men do. I feel like it's way more prevalent among the ladies.
I disagree wholeheartedly. I feel like most women, unless there's a specific article of clothing that you can't because there's cutouts or you can see through it or things of that nature, I don't really know anyone that doesn't wear underwear outside of wearing swimsuits.
Oh, okay. I was mistaken then. I apologize. I'll learn.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I would like to hear from the hotties and people. Is this a thing? Do you know a lot of women that don't wear underwear? Do you not wear underwear? Do guys? I feel like it makes more sense for guys not to wear it but outside of the zipper situation.
There's a lot of situations where you're sitting down and if you got shorts that something could pop out the side. Depending on how short the shorts are, just there's something that escapes and you're like, oh, I didn't need people to see that. But I feel like this is maybe a Bryce thing. Again, this is not a conversation I have with my boys.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just a little, I'm curious. I also understand the point that you're making that it's hot in Hawaii and maybe they need some breathing room, but I feel again, I don't have balls and a dick, for the record, but I would think that it would stick to your body and be more uncomfortable free ball in it, with the sweat and all of that stuff versus having it in a tight little hammock.
Yeah, I don't know what his rationale was for this. Maybe he's got bad swamp ass and he doesn't want the the underwear just being soaked. I don't know.
Maybe chicken salad. Who knows?
Yeah, just make some chicken salad out of it. Yeah. I just want to move on to our last thing, and I just want to ask you, Mixie, do you know what this episode really, really needed?
Mr. Marky Mark?
Obviously, it's Mr. Marky Mark. I didn't get any Mr. Marky Mark. And I'm just sitting there going, I really needed Mr. Marky Mark. And in a very specific way. Not just his general presence with his incredible fits. I needed Mr. Marky Mark at some point to run out with a baby monitor to Gone Girl and go, hey, remember how you made up an entire, alternate reality last week when you were like, he's come through for you, and I rolled my eyes, and the right reality made an incredible GIF out of it, which has got hundreds of millions of views, allegedly. I just wanted him to come out with a little monitor and literally show Rob Roberto again in the arms of Dez. Because last week, apparently, he came through for you because he did not seek out the comfort of another woman in her arms. And I just wanted him to go out and be like, yo, bitch, is this your man? And I just wanted, I wanted them to edit in the Dr. Phil audio, like, is this your man? She goes,
I like that.
That's my man. He's like,
I was so upset with Rob. I was so incredibly upset with Rob. 10% chance.
Oh.
That is 10% too many, Rob.
I'm hoping maybe he didn't move the decimals over, and when he calculated the odds, he saw where the decimal was, and it was supposed to be 0.1%.
It should be 0. It should be 0. It should be 0. How is this man missing that woman? I don't understand. How is anything he's seen in these bonfires? Every time he's been at a bonfire, he's been more pissed than the last time. Why is he holding out hope? If these two end up still together, I'm going to be pissed. There's no way in hell they make it to the reunion.
You can't tell me that being with Dez is not a better scenario than being with Gone Girl. Unless it is absolute bonkers sex. Like, he's like, am I supposed to just give this up? Like, at my age, I'm supposed to give it up right now? No.
Is there any sex in the world, Steven, that is good enough to deal with somebody like that?
I mean, if I'm sleeping with Taylor Swift, she could just murder my family. And I'd probably be like, well, they had it coming.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Steven, she is mid. Keep it in there. Come at me, everyone. I don't care. I speak facts.
We're not going down this rabbit hole of you shitting on Taylor Swift on this podcast. Not when
Then
I am
cut
a few
it. I
days
don't
away
give
from
a
seeing
fuck.
her. Not when I'm a few days. Actually, as this episode's getting posted, you know where I'm at? I'm at the Taylor Swift concert.
That's exciting for you. I'm excited for you to listen to very mid music. That all sounds the same.
I'm
Good
not.
for you.
See, here's the thing, everybody. She wants me to bite. She's like fishing like they did off the shore, right? She threw that lure in and it's like, he's going to fucking bite on it. I know. And then I'm going to reel his ass in. I'm not biting. I'm just going to, like a little fish, I'm going to look at it and be like, not today, bitch. And then just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
You know what? Speaking of me being right about everything and noticing little things like how Taylor Swift isn't very good at all.
Okay. It's uncalled for at this
I
point.
wanted to talk about something. I noticed, and I went back and I watched the last two episodes, previous two episodes.
Okay.
We didn't really talk much about Michaela and Doorway, which I'm fine with, honestly, because I'm just, my brain, I can't handle it. Like, I like both of them as people, but they're doing not cool things, and I'm just very torn. But the thing that it was very interesting to me, if you guys are Doorway and I am Michaela, whenever she starts talking about anything that is remotely emotional or deep, this is how she talks about it. She talks like this or like this. I'm really interested in doing some more things with you moving forward. It would be great if we could just do some stuff together and still see each other in the future because you're basically my boyfriend. And then looks at him every time.
She's not looking at him for the people just listening. Mixie was
Ever.
looking down. She does do that. You're right.
Ever.
Yeah.
That scares me.
It doesn't make me feel comfortable if I'm him. I'll tell you that right now.
But he's Mr. I'm Cinderella in a fairy tale, and I'm like, bro, she won't even look at you.
But I get it. I get it. He's over the moon, and some women have these effects on men. Actually, I should probably preface this by saying most, if not all, women can have this effect on men.
If they do it right, yeah.
I think Hall, as he stated before, has not felt loved in a while. And whether that is true or not, whether Oates was providing that or not, that's how he feels, right? It's his truth. And then when he feels like he's getting the love and admiration that he's been seeking, that is a powerful feeling. And this is why, everybody, people cheat. Because when you start treating your significant other as an accessory, they seek out that validation.
But you know what you can do?
Just break up.
Just break up.
But if there's kids involved and
there's no children involved. There's no children involved. And there's an engagement involved that he caused.
He did, because that's how it happens. Unless you're very progressive.
And even if there are kids involved, then you say, hey, I'm not feeling very happy. Why don't we take a break? And you explore other things.
You wait till they're 18 and out of the house, and then you'd get divorced. That's the proper way of dealing with it.
I disagree. Growing up with an awful parent situation that like they hate each other and they're just there for the kids, but they're like doing all this. No, fuck that. That's awful. That's awful.
All I heard in when you said for the kids, I just heard in my head, Trick love the kids. I don't know why that popped in my head. Trick love the kids.
I like it though.
Yeah, it's a good way of.
It was interesting. It makes me concerned for the future with Michaela and our dude doorway, but maybe they figure it out. Who knows?
Who knows? I can't wait to see what happens. And then obviously the reunion. The reunion has been filmed for a while, everybody, from our reporting on this. So, like, if this was filmed 3-4 months ago, that's the problem I have. It should have been filmed in the middle of the season.
It should have been filmed like last week.
Yes. As it's the one thing Batch does right.
Yes.
Is like they do that like right in the moment so everybody has a chance to see what's aired. And then have different viewpoints, because I'm sure they all feel different now.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that wraps the episode. We've had a bunch of reviews sitting. Going back till the end of July here. So let's get to these. Mixie, do we have any new hotties?
We probably do. Let me take a look-see. But
She's gonna look for hotties.
While I am looking at the hotties, I do want to just remind everybody to join the hotties. Link in the description. We have some great combos in there about what we're thinking about the shows and just life in general. Some interesting tids. We'll definitely be talking about underwear and chicken salad in there this week. So if those topics are something that you'd love to discuss, please join the hotties.
Just a broad range of topics. Underwear and chicken salad. Yes.
I have two.
Okay.
I have two hotties.
Let's do the hotties real quick. So what is just
do the hotties.
If you're listening and you're from the Temptation Island crew, which we love you and we're so glad that you're here, but you're also a fan of the challenge, guess what? Soon we'll have episodes about the Challenge USA. It's coming back.
Woo.
And that is our big show. That's our 10-part show. Even though, I just want to thank everybody, our numbers for Temptation Island have been phenomenal. Thanks so much, everybody.
Yay.
Unbelievable. Good job, you guys.
Number one.
Yay. All right, who are our hotties, Mix?
Okay, so we have two new hotties. Now, I will preface, I am bad at letters that are next to each other that form names. And I do my best to read them correctly, but I will probably mess it up. It is not on purpose. I swear it's not on purpose. I would love to be undefeated in this, but I will never accomplish it. But I want to preface that I'm not trying to be hurtful or mean in any way. I just can't read. So, getting into it.
She's not spiteful to you guys.
First and foremost, we have Tess Kellogg Russell.
Oh.
And I can only assume that Tess is related to Tony the Tiger or maybe Toucan Sam.
Well, I mean, if she's got that Kellogg's money, donate some over here.
Yeah. Why don't you buy some Liquid IV and use code Airhorns with that Kellogg's money?
At checkout, just buy a bunch for us. Please do that.
When asked, do you promise to keep it friendly? She says, yes, I would never disrespect the #1 Temptation Island podcast.
Let's go, Tess!
We love ourselves some Tess, girl.
Yes!
Thank you very much for joining the hotties. Moving on from Mabane, North Carolina.
Oh.
We have Jacqueline. Oh, no.
It's been a long time since this has happened.
It has. I had to get it in my face, too. We have Jacqueline Berniche. Are you looking at these?
No, I'm not looking at them right now.
Steven typically tells me if I'm right or wrong.
I will pull it up real quick. Jacqueline Berniche, which is kind of a sick last name. I think you're very, very close. If you did not hit that on the door, right, or the nail on the head right there, I think you nailed it.
The chicken on the salad, yeah. I won't let that go, by the way. That's not a saying.
It's a saying. It's a saying, and I can't wait for the hotties to prove me right that they've heard this before.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for joining the hotties. You did just obliterate the spelling of my name. I know you were trying, but
how'd she spell it?
Mixy. And then she spelled your name correctly with a PH. And then in parentheses put, sorry if I spell everything wrong. You're good, girl. I can't spell either. I also can't read.
50,
but here
50.
we are.
Thriving.
Doing a podcast, so I don't have to do either.
Thriving. Well done.
Thank you for joining the hotties.
Join the hotties, and thank you for the engagement. Let's get to some reviews. We're going back a few weeks here. We have one 5-star from Michelina 321. Not like the Michelin star, but Michelina 321. And the title is, My Mom Loves You Guys. Mom Michelina, hello. I just knocked my recorder off the desk.
Oh, no, I lost you.
I knocked my recorder clear off the desk.
I lost you. I can't hear anything you're saying. He's back.
I knocked the recorder clear off the desk because I got so hot from Mom Michelina. I got so happy that we have another mom who loves us. Mom Michelina.
Thank you very much for the engagement, Mom. I appreciate it.
Says, now I'm a fan too. It's one of my favorite reviews because she says, entertaining, check. Logical, 2 checks. And a lot of fun. We're entertaining, logical, and a lot of fun. And her mom
I love
loves
that.
Us. What a great day for us.
Hooray.
What a great day.
Woo.
Okay. This one is from Mrs. Hanners. And it says, love this. It's a 5-star. It says, tuned into this podcast by a friend, or turned on, not tuned in. Turned on to this podcast by a friend who raves about how much she loves listening to you guys and your episodes. Aww. Hell yeah, she does. Boy, was she ever right. I love the recaps, the nicknames, and the banter. The banter. Keep it up. I'm looking forward to going back and listening to old episodes. That's how you do it, Mrs. Hanners. That's how you do it.
Thank you so much. That is so sweet. And thank you to the friend that encouraged this person to listen to us. Word of mouth is the best way for us to grow, and we really appreciate that.
So much. We have one from ELEB121, LB121, and it says 5 stars. It says, awesome. My wife, Slayers NB, loves y'all. Best podcast out there. And if you guys have been following us for a while, Slayers NB, old school person here on the pod.
We love you.
Old school original hottie member. Probably one of the first 10 hotties in existence. And finally got the husband to leave a review. Great job. 5 years in the making.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Finally got it. Finally got it in there.
Thank you so much for that. We appreciate it.
We love it so much. Okay. Here we go. This one is from Fatty James. Great name. 5 stars, and it starts by saying air horns. And you know what? If you put air horns in your review, you know what you get? You get air horns! Let's go!
Every time. Let's go!
says, "You guys truly care about what you're recapping, and I appreciate it so much."
Oh,
that's so nice.
We do.
I downloaded Apple Podcasts just to write this review. We're going to get y'all back on top, baby.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. That little download means the world to me, truly.
Oh, big time. Big time. Okay, this one is from Winnie Girl. And it says, Mixie and Steven with PH capitalized. So we know Winnie Girl knows what the fuck Winnie Girl is doing.
Winnie the Who?
Starts by saying, I started listening during the Challenge World Championships and now have gone back to listen to every show.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes I re-listen because I need to laugh again.
Hold on. That's so many shows. That is dedication.
Listen, this review continues. Then I had to go watch Joe Millionaire and Temptation Island. Winnie Girl's going back to Joe Millie and watching Joe Millie because she understands that this is the number one and we are bringing you entertainment and laughs abound.
I hope you enjoyed Joe Millionaire. God damn it, do I miss that show. God. Daddy Martin, what I would do to get some Daddy Martin back in my life.
Up in his butthole?
Yeah, I'd get in that butthole immediately. Drop of a dime. I'm there. God. Mars, I'll be there.
That was one of my best moments.
It was.
Yeah. It continues, your timing, comedy, your jokes, the names you give people, genius. This is where the review takes a turn, and I love this.
Oh, for the best. Okay.
I love the next thing so much that I want to print this out and put it on my goddamn wall. And I look at it every morning and go, this is why you get up. I was getting yelled at by my mom. So I said to her, I understand. I will take a step back. I'll learn and grow and take a break from social fucking media. Let's go, Winnie Girl. That's an air horn right there for you for learning and growing.
That's so important to do. And honestly, the fact that you're also vocalizing that to your mother, get that other generation in there to understand the importance of it. If you could also let her know that she needs to be manifesting, get that to her.
It finishes by saying, and it made me laugh and not take her seriously.
I love that.
I can go on and on, but we'll stop here. Thank you for doing this podcast. I love you both. Lisa. Hell yeah, baby girl Lisa.
Baby girl Lisa.
Baby girl Lisa. Hopefully you know what that reference is. If not, just go into
Google
YouTube
it.
and type in baby girl Lisa and enjoy the song created for you, baby girl Lisa.
Hello, baby girl Lisa.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much. Don't ever feel like you need to stop, though. You can continue. Make another account. Take your mom's phone and leave another review for us. I would love you to keep going. Thanks so much. God, that's some good engagement right there. That's some real good engagement.
It's top level engagement, top shelf engagement, right next to the bottles of like the expensive Patron and stuff up there, you know?
Yeah,
Okay, this one is from KB Toys 385. What a great toy store KB Toys was. Was that around when you were growing up?
I don't think so.
Okay, I enjoyed that. This review.
Oh.
I'm laughing and coughing at the same time because it's hilarious. It says, keep yelling. 5 stars. Love this podcast. I listened immediately after watching to hear someone share my outrage at this debauchery.
Amazing.
To the other reviewer who was upset about the yelling, how can you watch this madness and not yell?
Logical question.
First season listening, but definitely won't be my last. Thank you very much, KB Choice. Thank you for the engagement. We
appreciate you. You
so
are
right.
so right.
Which brings us back to the end.
I'm exiting this conversation.
You guys remember our
my
good
away
old
message is up. My AIM away message is up right now.
Our back and forth for the last couple weeks with Nick87 on the reviews. Well, last week we told you the review is gone. This week the review is back. Mm-hmm. The review is back with an update. And the update reads as follows. I'm just going to go through this entire thing in one big thing. Mixie is away, so she's not participating in this. It says, I've seemed to hit a nerve with the podcaster since he's been throwing insults, mocking, making brass assumptions. Hold on. If I'm going to mock you, I said I was just going to read it all the way through. Making brass assumptions and overall poor behavior at the end of the last 2 episodes over my review.
Disgusting.
Disgusting!
Disgusting!
I'm flattered by the shout-outs and knowing I'll forever be a part of your podcast now. Unpleasant reviews are hard to stomach, but they can be useful to help you improve the overall experience for a wide range of listeners. Just as I took your feedback and made adjustments, it truly can be beneficial for your overall success and longevity for your podcast and beyond. But then again, what do I know? I have, quote, dumb ears, end quote. Truly the best of luck with your future endeavors. I just feel like I went to HR. Was this a chat GPT response? What was this? This is hysterical. This is hysterical because it just makes me fucking laugh. I have always said that my number one complaint is people who just lie. And I made fun of you originally because you said you were going to stop listening after episode 4. And then we read it on episode 5 and you changed your name and the review from a 2-star to a 1-star. So you kept listening, which was hysterical to me because you said you were going to stop listening. You kept listening. And now we're on what? Episode 8? You've listened twice as long as you said you were going to, and you just throw this at me as if this is going to faze me? Clearly, we are living rent-free in your head. You think this bothers the number one? The number one doesn't concern itself with things like this. A wide range of listeners. We got who we want listening to this, my guy. Did you see all the other reviews in the past couple months here? Nah. So I'm sorry that those other podcasts that we were making fun of wasn't good enough for your dumb ears that you came back to the number one because you know we're the fucking best. So you know what? Good luck on your future endeavors by trying to get in other people's heads because it's not going to fucking work here. So enjoy your day, I guess. Oh, hold on. What's another good luck with your bet? We wish them well on whatever comes down their road next.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah, live, laugh, love, Nick87. Because you know what? You can update. We're not going to talk about you anymore. Because it's a nothing. It's a big nothing burger. And I know you're probably like, oh, you're spending a lot of time talking about nothing. No, I don't care, my guy. We have always said we read all the reviews 1 star at 5 stars. Yeah. And you know what? If you can't handle it, stop fucking updating your shit. That's it. Okay. Appreciate you. Thanks for the review. By the way, didn't phase our 4.5 rating. Still at 4.5. So suck it. Big Brother sucks.
Because everybody else has been so great. We really appreciate everybody's reviews and helping us stay number one as we should be and will always be. This has been a fun season. Next episode is the last episode, we think. If they drag this Bonfire out to 2 episodes, I am going to run through a fucking window. I will not be okay. But
I can't imagine.
I'm excited for the reunion. That's truly where I'm at right now. We'll get through the Bonfire. We all know what's going to happen. We'll get through it, and we'll recap it like we always do. Yelling and all.
And then actually later this week, guys, Challenge USA.
Oh, shit.
So actually by the time this is coming out, Challenge season is upon us with 2 episodes a week for the first 3 weeks. So it's going to suck. Also, you know what? Here's the thing. Remember how we told you that Paramount loves us? Incorrect. I've sent multiple emails to them. 0 responses for them. So they're back on hating the number one.
Yeah.
They just don't want it. They don't want it. They're like, we heard you rip apart USA last year, and we're not going to allow that again. Too bad. We're still going to do it. So
yeah. So we don't know when those episodes will be coming out or really what our game plan is on that. I don't think that we'll be doing a recap for every single episode. I think each recap we'll do will be 2 episodes combined, just because we have jobs. So I don't think we're going to be able to do like a recap per episode, but we will give you guys everything we can and more, like we always do.
Like we always do. We love you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you next week for the final episode of Temptation Island, and I guess later this week for potentially first episode of Challenge. Woo!
Who knows? Bye!
Bye!